all around the world. We are K1776.FM. This is KLife. And on the K1776 line, we have a very, very special guest with us today. And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Her name is Unique AngEL. And we are so glad to have her here today. How are you, Unique?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It is so good to have you. It's very much an honor and a pleasure to have you. Your music has already been blessing us, and we just want to talk to you and see how you're doing and what you're doing, and basically give you space to say whatever you want. But what I would like to know first is, how did you get started? You have such a beautiful voice, and how did you get started doing what you're doing?
Well, I've been singing and kind of out there since I was 2 years old. I can remember my first little gig, if you want to call it, and I was playing a little Pike's piano, and I actually did a runway show after that. And, I can remember back then standing up with the vacuum cleaner and practicing the mirror. That was when, Whitney Houston was coming out, and not yet Mariah Carey, but those are my biggest influences.
Okay.
And listening to especially Whitney Houston, that's how I kind of wanted to imitate and mimic her and try to do what she did. So ever since I can remember, I've been singing.
Wow. Well, that's absolutely awesome. So you play piano too?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I dabble. I've never been classically trained, but if I'm going to sit down and I have a melody that's coming to me, I can definitely sit down and relay that so that I can record it.
Hey, well, actually, as far as I'm concerned, that's like the best way. Classical has its advantages, but then there could be some disadvantages. Not to knock anybody out there that plays classical, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it definitely has its advantages, and the fact that you do play actually shows in your music with certain chord changes and certain progressions that I hear being a musician myself, and I think they're absolutely awesome. So what I would like to know, though, for somebody that is coming up and wanting to do what you do, sing and play and co-produce and all the things that you do, what would you tell them? What advice would you give to them?
The first thing I would say is to definitely be open with themselves. That's the thing. As I was growing and writing and learning myself, my notebook was my best friend. Not having anyone to really talk to or relate to, not having many friends, I was writing at a very young age. And at first it was poetry. And then once I taught myself how to write poetry, just writing my thoughts and my feelings down, then it became songs. I would suggest to anybody that's interested, to keep a journal. Write down your thoughts. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Definitely be open with your own soul, because I think that's the key to just pouring yourself out into your music.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you don't hear a lot of old school, you don't hear a lot of soul in these songs anymore, and I think that's what's missing. So my advice would be just be open with yourself and don't be afraid of who you are, what your experiences in life have been, because that creates the best art. Everything that I've written about or that you hear me singing about has been some kind of experience that I've had in my life.
Absolutely.
And to me, that's the best. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love that how you focus on the originality of your music, and expression of the things that you've been through, and that's more original than anything, because nobody can tell you like you can. So I think that's absolutely awesome. And like I told you, I'm absolutely already a big fan of yours. So I want everybody to know I'm a big fan of Unique. So don't get mad at me. Okay.
Thank you.
So here's what I would like for you to do. If you could tell everybody how they can get in touch with you now. I know you have been moving around a little bit and are getting yourself settled, but people are still, especially once they hear this, gonna want to know how they can get a hold of you and where they can find you at. So why don't you tell them how, Unique?
Definitely Facebook. You can look me up under Unique AngEL Nelson. That's my personal page. I also have a music page that's under Unique AngEL. And if they want to hear my music, it's Reverb Nation, and the web address is www.reverbnation.com/uniqueangel. And any of those ways, I can get messages and I can, converse and talk to whoever is willing to reach out to me.
Okay, absolutely, or book you. And trust me, if you're listening, she is definitely somebody that you want to book, because it is absolutely awesome music. Hey, Unique, who do you want to say hi to? Anybody, or do a shout out or whatever? Go ahead, you've got the floor.
I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Imani Jaylin. She's my everything right now. It's me and her out here in Atlanta. My family, and definitely RYAN, otherwise known as Ryan. He's the producer for most of the music that the folks will hear on this station. So I want to give a shout out to him as well.
Okay, awesome. Imani means faith, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, great. Well, hey, that is absolutely awesome. We're very glad to have you. And now you're going to tell us and set up this next song for us that they're going to hear. So tell us about it.
This song is called The Sign. This is an R&B goodie. I wrote this a few years back, and again, RYAN produced this, and you're listening to Unique Angel, K1776.FM.
All right, you heard it first, and we've got the first exclusive interview from Unique Angel. So don't get mad at me once she blows up, because we got her first. Now, haha. Okay, so this is Unique Angel with The Sign, and this is K1776.FM all around the world. We are K1776.FM. Stay tuned and check this out. Unique Angel, The Sign.
I can't stop staring. Yes, I love you until the end of time.
K1776.fm, and that was The Sign by Unique AngEL. She's currently in Atlanta, Georgia. She's originally from Cleveland, Ohio, y'all. Stay tuned for more music all around the world. We are the radio station that plays your music. We are K1776.fm.